There was a young man named Daniel. He lived a simple life in a small town. Every morning, he woke up, went to work, came home, ate dinner, and went to bed. The next morning, he did it all again. His life was comfortable. He had a steady job. He had a small apartment. He had friends and family who cared about him. From the outside, everything looked fine. But inside, Daniel felt different. He felt like he was living the same day over and over again. One evening, Daniel stood beside his window and looked toward the mountains in the distance. He had always dreamed of seeing what was beyond them. He wanted to travel. He wanted to learn new things. He wanted to build something meaningful. But every time he thought about leaving his comfortable life, fear whispered, "What if you fail? What if you lose everything? What if people laugh at you?" So Daniel stayed. He told himself, maybe someday. And sometimes, someday becomes another word for never. One morning, Daniel received an unexpected opportunity. A small organization in a remote mountain village needed someone to help with a community project. It wasn't a famous company. It wasn't a high-paying position. And the journey to the village would take several days. Daniel showed the letter to his friends. One of them laughed. "Why would you leave a good job for that?" Another friend said, "You're taking a huge risk." Even his family was worried. They weren't trying to stop him because they didn't love him. They were afraid because they loved him. They wanted Daniel to be safe. And Daniel understood. But that night, he sat alone at his desk. He opened an old notebook. Inside were dreams he had written down years ago. Travel the world, learn new skills, help people, become brave, build something of my own. Daniel stared at those words for a long time. Then he realized something. He had spent years protecting himself from failure, but in doing so, he had also protected himself from growth. So the next morning, Daniel made a decision. He packed a small backpack. He said goodbye to his family, and he walked away from the life he already knew. He didn't know what would happen. He didn't know if he would succeed. But for the first time in years, he felt alive. The first day of the journey was beautiful. Daniel walked through green fields. He crossed a wooden bridge over a clear river. He passed small villages and forests. Everything felt like an adventure. But the second day was different. The road became steeper. The weather changed. Dark clouds covered the sky. Then the rain came. At first, it was light. Then it became heavy. Daniel's clothes became soaked. His shoes filled with mud. His backpack felt heavier with every step. After hours of walking, he stopped beneath a large tree. He was exhausted. He looked at the mountain ahead. Then he looked back toward the road he had traveled. For a moment, he thought about going home. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe my friends were right. Maybe this dream isn't worth the struggle. He sat there quietly. Then he remembered something his father once told him. And another. That evening, Daniel realized he was lost. The path had disappeared. There were trees everywhere. His phone had no signal. The sun was disappearing behind the mountains. For the first time, Daniel was truly afraid. He sat on a rock and looked around. No road, no house, no people, nothing. He thought about everything he had left behind: his comfortable bed, his warm home, his normal life. Maybe he should have stayed. Maybe the safe road was better. Then, through the trees, Daniel saw a small light, a lantern. Someone was walking toward him. It was an old man. The man lived in a small cabin deep in the forest. He invited Daniel inside and gave him food and water. After hearing Daniel's story, the old man smiled. "You're searching for the village?" Daniel nodded. The old man pointed toward the mountains. "The road you were following doesn't go there anymore." Daniel looked confused. Then how do I get there? The old man pointed toward a narrow path. You take that road. Daniel looked at it. It was dark, steep, and covered with rocks. Is that the right road? The old man smiled. It is the road. Daniel hesitated. Then the old man said something Daniel would never forget. Sometimes the road disappears because you're meant to find a new one. Daniel remained silent. The old man continued. If you only follow roads that everyone else has already taken, you may arrive where everyone else has already been. Those words stayed in Daniel's mind that night. The next morning, Daniel continued. The new path was difficult, much harder than the old one. He climbed rocks, he crossed narrow streams, he walked through thick forests. Several times he fell. Several times he wanted to quit. But something had changed inside him. Before the journey, Daniel believed courage meant having no fear. Now he understood. Courage meant feeling afraid and continuing anyway. So every time he wanted to stop, he told himself, just one more step. One more step became 10. 10 became 100. And slowly, the mountain became smaller beneath his feet. After hours of climbing, Daniel finally reached the top. He stopped and looked around. The sun was rising. Golden light spread across the valley. Below him were forests, rivers, villages, and roads. He could even see the road he had traveled the day before. Daniel stood there silently. He thought about the person who had left home a few days earlier. That person had been afraid of failure, afraid of judgment, afraid of uncertainty. But now, standing on top of the mountain, Daniel realized something. The mountain hadn't changed him because it was beautiful. It changed him because it was difficult. Every hard step had taught him something. Every mistake had made him wiser. Every moment he wanted to quit had made him stronger. He hadn't discovered a new world. He had discovered a new version of himself. When Daniel finally reached the village, he began working on the project. The work wasn't easy. He made mistakes. Some plans failed. Some days were frustrating. But Daniel didn't run away. He learned. He tried again. He helped people. And little by little, the project began to grow. Months later, Daniel looked back at his old life. He realized that nothing was wrong with the life he had before. It had simply become too small for the person he was becoming. And that was the greatest lesson of his journey. Sometimes, you don't need to escape your life. You need to challenge yourself. You need to step outside what is comfortable. Because comfort can make you feel safe. But challenge makes you grow. Maybe you're standing at your own crossroads right now. Maybe there is something you want to do. A new career, a new skill, a new dream, a business, a journey, or simply a better version of yourself. And maybe you're afraid. That's okay. You don't have to know exactly where the road will lead. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You don't even need to feel ready. You just need enough courage to take the first step, because sometimes the road that scares you the most is the road that changes you the most. You may get lost. You may fail. You may fail. You may even question yourself. But keep moving. Take another step, then another. And one day, you'll turn around and see how far you've come. You'll realize that every difficult moment had a purpose. Every failure taught you something. Every challenge made you stronger. And the road you were afraid to take was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to transform you. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you're completely fearless. Don't wait for everyone else's permission. Take the step, walk the road, learn from the journey, and become the person you were always capable of becoming. Because sometimes the road no one told you to take is the road you were meant to discover.